This week is World Breastfeeding Week. The theme of this year's Breastfeeding Week is Protecting Breastfeeding, a Shared Responsibility. So we thought this week was the perfect opportunity to answer some common questions we get from parents about how they can create their support networks. We know that mums are more successful at breastfeeding when they're supported by the people around her. So Stacey, what can parents do to prepare for breastfeeding and create their support networks?
Great question, thanks Kate. Firstly, they can book into our parent education classes. We have a breastfeeding course available online that is done virtually by our parent education team. Some other things they can do would be to engage with family and friends, have a chat to them about their successes, what they found helpful during their journey. Have a chat with friends about what they could offer to help them during those early weeks of breastfeeding. Maybe they could cook some food in preparation. Maybe they could pop over and clean the house for them, or even hold the baby so you can have a bit of an extra rest. In those early days we have colostrum. It's small in volume but very precious, low in fat, easy to digest, and babies need to access and feed regularly until that lovely big surge of milk supply that starts to happen around day 3 or 4. Our breasts become full and the milk becomes plentiful. So babies then start drinking more actively, our breasts soften, and we notice that babies become more content and relaxed and settle after feeds more regularly. During that time, perfecting our position and our attachment, making sure baby is well attached, will really help to sort of drain those breasts or soften those breasts during that time and prevent things like mastitis or engorgement that can be quite uncomfortable. If you encounter some concerns with your breastfeeding, such as mastitis and engorgement, we highly recommend you engage in our outpatient service, which is called our Parenting Support Centre, where you can come back and do a face-to-face, or you can do a telehealth consult with our experienced lactation consultants, and they can help you with any of those concerns that you have.
So Stacey, we meet a lot of mums who experience sore nipples in the first few days. What advice can you give us about that?
Yeah, Kate, that is a really common concern that a lot of mums have, and it's actually quite common to have that sensitivity. However, damage is not so common and is not actually ideal and something we need to address. So early days, really good positioning is important, checking for those points of symmetry, making sure the cheeks and the nose and the chin are all touching the breast. Watching for good audible swallows, so milk transfer, seeing that swallowing, those sounds that are showing that baby is drinking. If there is evidence of nipple damage, it's really important to address that by washing hands firstly, but doing some expressing of your colostrum and just rubbing that in, and then air drying your nipples. That will really aid with the healing process.
As a team of lactation consultants here at the Mater Mothers, we're looking forward to celebrating World Breastfeeding Week as a shared responsibility. We're excited to help you along your way to achieve your breastfeeding goals.